Let's welcome in the superstar himself, batting .289, 14 home runs, 28 RBIs, and yes, 9 stolen bases as well. Scott Kingery on the Zach Gelb Show, Fox Sports 920 The Jersey. Scott, appreciate a few minutes. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you for having me.
Well, last night we got to get on you. I come to see you in person, and you don't hit a home run. What's going on?
My teammates have been saying the same thing. They said I put myself in a bad position, hitting a couple home runs a game. Now if I don't do it, it's not exciting anymore.
But I'll tell you, you still had a big part of that game last night. You made the 2 nice defensive plays, turning the double play, and then at first they said you didn't tag the guy, but we all saw that you did tag the base runner, and you also laid down a nice bunt. So how about the performance last night?
Yeah, unfortunately we didn't come out on top, but there were some good things in that game. I thought our pitching did well. Our bullpen came in and shut them down a little bit, and unfortunately we didn't get the win, but like I said, there's always another game the next day.
Now that play, when it was a stolen base attempt, and you tagged the guy, they originally said, nah, you didn't get him, he was safe, and there's no replay, of course, in minor leagues, and they changed the call. That was a bizarre sequence, wasn't it?
Yeah, especially for me, because I knew the reason I went down right there is because he basically ran into my arm. So, I got up right away when he said I didn't tag him, and, it was a little bit shocking that he couldn't see that from his angle. But, thankfully Legger came out and, challenged that a little bit because, for me, that's really unfortunate if we can't get an out there.
Now, you've been hitting home run after home run, and that's been the big story this year here at Double-A. Only 8 home runs, though, in your minor league career before that. What changed where now you're hitting prodigious home run after prodigious home run?
I wish I could tell you, honestly. I mean, I did change a few things with my batting stance during the offseason, but nothing huge or anything. Right now, I mean, they just seem to be going out of the park.
Have you been eating a lot in the offseason?
I tried.
Yeah.
I tried to put on as much weight as I could.
But what was the typical meal in the offseason? How much food, per setting, and what were you eating?
I mean, a lot of chicken, a lot of steak, a lot of potatoes. I literally just tried to eat 5 times, 6 times a day, just whenever I was doing nothing, just try to grab something to eat.
And when I look at you and I see you play, and I only seen you play a handful of times, but with your connection to Arizona and the guy that I'm going to mention, Arizona State, and you growing up in Arizona, Dustin Pedroia, have you got that comparison a lot?
I have a few times, and obviously it's an honor to be even mentioned in that same sentence as him, but I mean, it might be the small second baseman thing. I don't know. I guess that's it.
But you have a lot of power, too. You're stealing bases. That's what Pedroia did, especially in that MVP season.
Yeah, and it's awesome because I got to see him play a few times at Arizona State when he was there. And, obviously it's someone I could always look up to. And because he wasn't the biggest guy, that's something that I kind of connected with.
So who else, growing up as a kid, who were some of the baseball players that you look up to and said, hey, I would like to be like that guy one day? I
mean, obviously Derek Jeter, that's top of everyone's list. But the Diamondbacks were, my hometown team, always growing up. And, I watched Stephen Drew play a little bit because I was a shortstop growing up. And, there's just a lot of guys just coming out of that Arizona, and I watched a few guys. But, for me, I just kind of tried to play like I knew how, and just focus on what I could do.
What do you remember about that 2001 World Series, Yankees and Diamondbacks?
That was incredible. That was
unbelievable.
Yeah, I mean,
everything you want in a World Series.
Right, and Luis Gonzalez coming up with that big hit in Game 7. That's just, I mean, it was an unbelievable time in Arizona.
You grew up in that area, but still, what was it like for you? Because you grew up as a fan of Derek Jeter as well. So when that ball goes over Derek Jeter's head, a little excitement, obviously, but were you feeling a little bad for Derek Jeter at all?
I mean, the Yankees have their fair share of World Series, so it's nice to get the Diamondbacks one.
Scott Kingery on with us right now. Give me the best baseball advice you got in this process of trying to make it up to the big leagues.
I try to tell myself every day just that I have something to prove every day, never to get complacent, just to always go out there and just show what you have and just play with a chip on your shoulder because you never know who's watching. And for me to just go out there and hustle and run every ball out and just lay out if I can save a run, just anything I can do to, prove that I'm able to play at the next level.
How would you describe your game? Let's say no one's ever seen you play. How would you describe your game to someone?
Scrappy. I've gotten that word a lot growing up, and it's, before this I hadn't ever been a power hitter, so it was more of line drives, get on base, steal a base, break up double play, go first to third on a single, score on a single from second base, and all that stuff, just laying out, getting dirty, and that's something that I always, try to play like and take into every day I play a game.
during this course of the season, right now you're as hot as could be, but eventually there will be that time period, like there is with every player, where you do get a little bit of a cool period and a little bit of a slump. In your past experiences, how do you break out of that? And now it's going to be a little bit different because there's so much attention on you now in the organization.
For me, I think it's great because I can lay down a bunt, which is big because that's an easy way to, get a hit. If you're slumping, just get a hit, get on base, steal a base, and just find your way out of that slump. But for me, I don't like to change anything. Just keep doing the routine that's worked and just not stray from that because, it's usually mental. It's not, not a physical thing. So you don't want to change your swing too much. Just stick with what works.
How have you handled all this pressure?
Honestly, I just try to go out there and play, where I'm at and just improve every single day that I'm here. And, I try not to think too far ahead and try not to let the pressure get to me. Just focus on what I can do.
But you hear that praise. Like, for example, someone gets hurt in AAA and then everyone's saying, oh, Scott Kingery, call him up. We want to see him on the big league level as well.
Right, of course, I hear that. But, I got to try to block that out because, if the Phillies decide that I'm ready to go up, then they'll give me a call and let me know that I'm going up. But for right now, I just gotta keep playing here. I'm doing well here, and I know I'll be here for a little bit. And so for me, just keep doing my thing here.
What do you think that you could improve on with your game?
So coming this season, I really wanted to work on my approach at the plate. The Phillies are high on base percentage, and so that's whether you get a walk or reach on air or something. Just find your way on a base, and especially for me, since I can steal a base and get myself in a scoring position. As long as I can find a way on, I don't care if it's hit by pitch, walk, hit. I just want to get
laying down a bunt.
Right, laying down a bunt. I just want to get on base and get myself in a scoring position so I can let the other guys drive me in.
Now, defensively, like we were saying, you made some big plays last night. Second base right now at the big league level is Cesar Hernandez, but who knows what his plans are and what the Phillies' plans are for him. Can you play another position, or are you going to be a second baseman?
When I was drafted, the Phillies said, I'm a second baseman, and, I haven't played anywhere but second base. In college, in high school, I came up as a shortstop. College, I played all three outfield positions before moving back into second base. So I've played all over the place, but for right now, I think the Phillies plan to keep me at second base and just try to figure out what to do from there.
I know they're struggling right now, but how much do you pay attention to what's going on at the big league club?
I see, the final scores and stuff, but I don't try to, look into it, look at stats or anything. I just try to focus on what I'm doing here. And, I know Caesar's doing great up there, and Valentin was doing really good before he went down. So, I know it's a stacked, second base position, and I think that's a good thing for, a team to have.
And they're in this rebuild process right now, and you're seeing some guys on the big league level, Aaron Altair, that's a successful side. Then you see some guys struggling like a Franco and Herrera who've been here for a few years. But then you look at the rest of this organization. We had Rhys Hoskins in this chair last year, Dylan Cousins, all these guys, Jorge Alfaro. Just what's it like being one of those younger guys in this organization right now when there's a bevy of youth in this club right now?
It's fun. It's exciting. I've gotten to play with all these guys, and there's some serious talent right now. And, obviously that Reading lineup last year, it was absolutely stacked. And it's, now those guys are in Lehigh, and, it's fun to watch. It's, every person that has a chance to do some damage when they're at the plate, and everyone can lay out and make a play in the field. It's good. There's a lot of talent down on the farm right now.
So far in this process, what's been the best moment in your baseball career?
Getting drafted, probably. Or, getting invited to big league spring training this year was amazing after, only having one full year of, professional baseball under my belt. It was a great experience.
Do you pinch yourself at all? Because I know that you're trying to be a professional, and that's the goal. You want to get up to that level. But still, this has been a dream of yours your entire life.
Yeah, thinking back on, how I got here, it's crazy. It wasn't, a normal route that a lot of people took, but for me, I wouldn't change it. It's, it's made me into the player that I am, and it's, it's fun right now. It's good to be in this organization right now.
Makes you tougher, right? Creates that chip on the shoulder when people tell you you can't do it, right?
Exactly. Scrappy. It's, going out there and proving something because you never know what's going to happen.
All right, wrapping up with Scott Kingery, of course, big star right now for the Double-A team here in Reading as we're outside Arm & Hammer Park for the Trenton Thunder game. They're going to be playing Reading tonight, third game of this series. Let's get to know you a little bit more. Favorite musician? Who do you listen to on your phone? People don't have iPods anymore, but who do you listen to on your phone when you're on one of these long bus trips?
Sam Hunt.
Okay. Favorite song? Putting you on the spot here.
Yeah, this
See,
is-
you think going up against these people throwing 100-mile-per-hour fastballs are tough. Wait till you have to deal with me.
I do body like a back row. There you
Okay.
go.
Childhood memory, like favorite childhood memory growing up as a kid.
So I went to the Little League World Series in 2006, and then I actually got to run out on the field with the Diamondbacks and stand at shortstop with Stephen Drew. So, everything that kind of came along with that, 2006 Little League World Series thing kind of stands out in my mind.
Give me a hobby that is something other than baseball.
I read a lot.
All right. Favorite
Yeah.
book?
Ready Player One.
Never heard of it.
Yeah, not a lot of people have.
Okay, let me think of one more thing as Scott Kingery is here with us. Role models in life. Give me some role models.
My dad is, he's been my coach. He still thinks he's my coach, by the way. He lets me know every single game what I did and what I should be doing.
But that's good to have because my dad was in radio and still is in radio, and they're your biggest fans, but also your biggest critic. Like, you'll do something, you go, oh, wasn't that bad? And the next thing you know, you get a text, what the heck are you doing, Zach? Or what the heck are you doing, Scott? Like, you got to fix this. And you're like, all right, Dad, like, thank you, but come on.
Yeah,
Play off a little bit, right?
If I have a good game, he'll let me know that I had a good game, but also, tell me what to fix and what I need to do better. So it is fun to, have him watching all the games and let me know what to do.
I got two more for you. Favorite food?
Avocados.
Ooh, I'm allergic to avocados. We couldn't go out for dinner together. I'd be throwing up. It'd be bad. I'd be going to the hospital. And then finally, biggest fear in life. Like, give me something that you're fearful of.
Spiders.
Spiders. We
Hate
get
'em.
that from a lot of people.
Hate them.
See, the
Snakes
funniest
I don't
is-
have a problem with, but spiders, unbelievable.
See, we get that from a lot of people. Like, I'll interview some football athletes, like this big 6'6" guy, 300 pounds, and he'll be like, I'm afraid of spiders. Well, Scott, we wish you best of luck. Timetable, when do you think you could be up to the big leagues?
I don't even think about that. Whenever they think I'm ready.
Come on, you telling me when you're in your bed on one of these road trips and you're looking up and you're dreaming and thinking about the radio show you were just on and everything, you don't think about, I'll be up to the big leagues maybe next month.
No, they'll let me know when I'm ready.
Do you think if they called you up tomorrow, you'd be ready?
We'll leave that up to them.
You got it. Matt Klentak, call this kid up. We want to see him. Scott Kingery, we appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Appreciate it, Scott. All right, there's Scott Kingery on the Zach Gelb Show, Fox Sports 920, the Jersey. We're outside Arm & Hammer Park, 13 after the hour, 4:13 as we broadcast back to the Princeton Orthopedic Associates studios. We'll take a break, and we'll be back right after this.